We head now to downtown Hamilton, where there are calls to reevaluate road safety in the York Street and James Street area. That's where a man on a bike was killed last night. Hamilton police are looking to identify the victim, who was hit by a cement truck. Jason Gaidola joins us live at the intersection with the very latest. Good evening, Jason.
Yeah, good evening, Taz. This latest fatality has reignited a discussion about how to protect pedestrians and, in this case, cyclists on the street. And while Hamilton police continue to investigate this collision, one thing is clear is that there is a bike lane on York Boulevard that ends right before the intersection. A bouquet of flowers was placed at the corner of York Boulevard and James Street North this morning, the site of the city's 11th traffic death this year.
I mean, it's like a highway going up and down this street here, and just people aren't aware of the surroundings.
Pedestrians and cyclists say it's time to rethink safety at the intersection following the death of a man on a bike who Hamilton police have identified but are trying to locate family. They say it was around 4 o'clock yesterday when first responders shut down the area after a cement truck struck and killed the rider. Investigators say the cyclist was heading east on York, approaching James. They say the truck then hit the rider while turning right onto James Street, and the cyclist died on scene. Police say the driver remained there and cooperated.
Some of these drivers don't look in the rearview mirrors or the side mirrors to see if a cyclist is coming, and they just open their doors and cyclists run into them. I usually ride on the side streets and all that, so I don't, look at all the traffic.
As you can see, there is a bike lane right here on the eastbound lane of York Boulevard, which ends just a few meters away from the intersection.
But we know from the jump that these large cement trucks have horrific lines of sight. You can be standing directly in front of one of these vehicles for several feet or several meters and not be seen.
Biking lawyer David Shelnut believes a barrier should be placed on York Boulevard, and additional infrastructure is needed to improve driver sight lines. According to the City of Hamilton's truck route master plan, all trucks are given the green light to come down York Boulevard, but only commercial vehicles with up to 4 axles are allowed to turn right onto James Street.
If someone has died based on the old plan, we need to look at it and see, okay, is this enough? Are we doing enough? Sure, business needs to happen, and Hamilton needs to be a working city, but we can always keep looking at the plans we have and addressing failures.
Now, we did reach out to the City of Hamilton and Hamilton Police asking if the truck driver was in compliance to the city's truck route master plan, and they tell us that is part of the investigation. However, truck drivers are allowed to drive off route if they are coming from a job site or leaving a job site as well. We also asked about charges in this case, but no word yet there.